Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all awesome sauce. I am going to extend on my iMovie colour correction thing, and I'm going to bring it into FCPX. Now, as expected with FCPX, you can do a lot more with the colours, and there's various ways that you can change the colours on or using FCPX, right? And I'm going to show you a couple of ways today that's really helpful. First and foremost, I'm going to cut this clip down so you can see, you can compare the differences, right? So I'll work on this middle clip, and then as the timeline scrolls across, you'll see it come into effect and then go out of effect, right? So first and foremost, the most easiest one that you can do is with something called hue and saturation. So open up your effects browser at the bottom here and just type in hue, or just scroll through and find your hue and saturation and drag it onto your desired clip. We're then going to go up to our inspector, right? And if you haven't got the inspector view showing, just click this button here on the right hand side. So this one here, just click that. And then we're going to go to hue and saturation. Now, this might be closed down like this, so you just click this arrow and open it up. And we've got a few sliders here. Ignore the amount and ignore the hue, right? What we want to mess with is the saturation. And what I'm after, I want these reds to be redder and these greens to be greener, right? And that's all I'm after. And then you know that your blues will be bluer, your midtones, your highlights, your global highlights will all improve or increase their intensity as well, which gives it a nicer picture, right? So let's mess about the saturation, and I'm not going to go too much. I'm just going to go 1.3, 1.4, maybe 1.3. You notice the reds are redder, greens are green, and the blues are bluer. So you can rest assured that the rest of the colours are nice. I'm going to go to the value as well and just increase the value, the brightness, the overall brightness a little bit as well. And now let's have a look at the difference. Yay! Big difference. So I've gone from bland and boring to bright and bold. One other top tip that you can do with this, just to make it look a bit neater, is go back to our effects and type sharp, or start typing sharp, and just sharpen the clip in question, and then again go over to our inspector and look for the sharpen, open it up, and just at the end, you can either use a slider or just highlight and type 5, but if you go too much above sort of 5, 6, then you're gonna, you're gonna spoil your view. Let me show you. Look, see what I mean? It starts to distort. So you just want around 5, 6, but it's personal preference. And now let's have a look at that once we've sharpened it up as well. Yes, even better, all the edges are a lot sharper, and our colours are nice, we're happy with our colours. Another way, let me just turn this hue and saturation off, and the sharpen. Another way to change your colours is manually. So I'm going to turn this hue on again and show you, right? I'm going to try and replicate this manually, right? Or as close to manually as I can. So I'm going to go to my clip, my desired clip, and then going to go to my enhancements menu. I'm going to show my colour board, and then on my global, stop, rewind. When I did the iMovie, there was the same sort of colour palette, but it was a circle, and I said the further away you go from the circle, the inner circle, the centre of the circle, is the greater the colour, or the greater the change in whatever colour, whatever effect you're trying to achieve. And likewise for this colour board as well. However, the centre of our circle is just this line. Line is neutral, and anything either side of that is a plus or a minus. I'm going to grab my global first. I'm just going to change this. Now this does take a bit of practice and a bit of getting used to. Like I said, I'm going to try and replicate that hue and saturation type effect that we achieved before, and it does take a little bit of practice. Okay, so if you don't get it at first, there we go, we're starting to get the reds redder, the greens greener, and the blues bluer. I'm sure you agree. And if you don't get it at first, just keep practicing. If you don't get the desired effect that you want, then just keep practicing. And that's sort of the effect with the sharpness that I think we achieved before, right? I'm not far off, I'm not too far off, I know that. Okay, and my final one that I'm going to show you, let me just get rid of this clip and drag it back in, saves me doing any sort of changes to it. And just get rid of that bit. is a plugin, and it's from RGB House, and I'll put a link in the description below. But the plugin, it's a free plugin as well. It's called Total Adjustment, and just go and download it from RGB House. It just adds a little something extra to your effects panel of FCPX, and it gives you a greater feel. You know, before I had to split the clip to show you the changes. Now, using Total Adjustment, I don't have to split the clip to show you the changes. So if I highlight the Total Adjustment and I change a colour on the Total Adjustment, so this blue here, this global, I've changed it. When we're outside of the Total Adjustment, it's there you see the, let me just drag this volume down because that will give me feedback otherwise. It changes for the duration of the Total Adjustment where you've got it in. If I delete that now, the changes has totally gone, you know. So you can have sort of multiple changes throughout your video, and you've not had to split your video clip at all. Let me show you. So let me go here, and let me go here. So I've just copied Total Adjustment while there's been no changes to it, and I'm going to change each one individually, right? So that's my first one. I've made it orange, and it doesn't just lend itself to colour either. You can play with. You can also apply effects to this. So let's go aged paper on the middle one, and then let's go. Let's just go crosshatch on the other one. It will just stay for the duration of this, and it's a really, really good plugin. Let's say it's RGB House, Total Adjustment. I'll put the link in the description below. So yeah, you'll see for the duration of that, that's what happens to the screen. You can do any changes that you like with it. Hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments box below. Yeah, really, really easy color correction. If you think you know some other ways, then post a video response. Please do. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you soon. Bye.